Watch 30 days earlier.
Uncensored on WOW Presents Plus. You look elegant.
Eloquent. No, but she flies like a person. Pink flies like a slingshot. Beyonce flies and sings like a normal person, like Cher.
Flies on what? Like scaffolding?
On a horse. At the end of the concert.
A horse? A flying
Flies in on a horse made of disco balls.
Oh, I think that's
And then they fly her
crazy.
out.
You know what Taylor Swift does? She walks front to back, side to side.
It's a lot of here we go. Na 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 na. And then we get to the front and then we turn. Let's go, girls. And we're going back towards the stage.
But then you gotta switch it up, you gotta go left.
She needs to incorporate the finger.
Yeah. You, my ex-boyfriend, I hate you. What are we talking about?
Should we talk about Nightmare?
That's so crazy. You know, I can't decide if I think I'm psychic or if I think it's all a simulation. Because guess where I went yesterday?
Where?
I went to see the Nightmare on Elm Street house here in Hollywood, just yesterday.
And here we are talking
And now we're talking about
nightmares.
And guess what I had last night?
Kombucha.
I was hoping you'd say nightmare and I was gonna say a bowl of Lucky Charms. But I'm okay to let the other person have the joke. Because I know how to share the stage with people. I hope your hair plugs fall out.
Yeah.
Trixie Mattel.
And what if I should just fall down and my bosoms fall out and everybody sees them? Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
Because it's amateur.
And okay. And pose. Ooh, no one was hurt. Nightmares. The most recurring horrible nightmares I have about being back on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Absolutely.
Because it was by far the most stressful experience of my life, both times.
I had a nightmare that was a living nightmare because when I had to lip sync that first time, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep the whole night because I was so twisted up with anxiety. And so I was like overtired, feeling crazy, and I felt like what was transpiring the next day was an actual nightmare, not real life.
Yeah.
And it happened twice.
Drag Race is just so stressful.
It
that
really
I have-
is.
I have
It's no
nightmares.
phones.
I have nightmares of just not leaving lip syncing.
No.
Just being.
I have nightmares of the lobbies of those hotels.
Or let's say challenge days on a Friday and eliminations on Monday. If you flop in your Friday
you got 2
challenge,
days to stew.
2 days of staring at the wall.
Yeah.
By the way, it only takes me a few hours to delude myself. So then I come back into Monday and I'm like, I think I did good. I think I did good. And I could see people's faces like, yeah, okay.
I had a nightmare. Well, Freddy Krueger's always factored in.
Honestly, controversial opinion, Freddy's kind of a bitch.
Freddy, well, he's a
Yeah.
You think?
those quips, those one-liners,
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
There's only so much you can take when you have these recurring nightmares and you're like, okay, here I go again, getting chased by Freddy Krueger. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna figure out a way to make him me or make him attracted to me so we can have like a rapport that's not just this terrifying.
You guys are kind of like a Jim and Pam. Like it's gonna take a few
We
seasons.
totally are, and I'm like, I looked at the camera and I'm like,
Right, and you're engaged to someone else and he's kind of in and out of another relationship.
yeah, and killing people with his hands.
Right.
If you were Freddy Krueger,
And you had to kill me, how would you do it?
I guess,
set the scene, because you know how
Okay,
the
it's one of the-
tableau is really how that gets poppin'.
yes.
Like, you know, the nurse turns around and she's got claws.
So you're walking into a drag show where you're in drag and the audience is like, "Ugh, when is this gonna start? And everyone backstage is like, you need to get on stage now.
Okay.
You pull that curtain back, Florida's summer heat, summer humidity, it hits you like a wave and you have to go out there and perform. The track starts, it's Upside Down by Diana Ross. Upside down. And you start, and then the melting starts and people start laughing. And you start melting and you start to go pad your makeup and skin comes off. Then your skin starts to melt off. Then you're like a Kevin Bacon Hollow Man, half visible musculature. Then everything's melting. Then the skeleton's melting, and then you just combust and die.
Is Freddy the DJ?
Freddy's hosting. He's also in drag. Okay. He's also in drag.
He is such a drag queen, mama.
Really?
But I just don't like, I I don't like nightmares that like I enter back into. Have you ever done that? You have a nightmare and then you wake up and then you go back into it. And then you wake up and then you go,
that because
oh,
it's
you do
always
continuity.
Sometimes it's things like sex that's good, and I wake up and I go, no, that, and I go back to sleep and I re-enter.
Well, that's not a nightmare though.
Oh, that's right. Nightmares is bad. Listen, it's all perspective because, you know, on one hand, I have this recurring nightmare that I'm in drag. I have to get in drag and the show's in 5 minutes. Right?
The napmare.
Yes.
Napmare.
Where I'm like, oh my God, the show's 5 minutes. And in the dream, I quickly decide what the priority list is. And in the dream, I always choose like lashes, a wig, and like in the dream. And then, this is so weird. I always have a nightmare that I get called on stage and I come off behind the curtain and it's a wooden stage and it's bouncy, so bouncy that when I even touch my toe to the stage, I'm like, boing, whoa, like, hold on.
See, I love that.
No, but in the dream, I'm like up in the air like, and I keep bouncing and the audience is laughing and the people off stage with headsets are like, say your line. And then I'm like, what line? Because I don't even know the play. It's always real play. I'm in drag and it's supposed to be, no, like, I don't even know what play it is, but everyone's in like Hello Dolly garb. It's a play.
Maybe it's Hello Dolly.
You know, I'm a little psychic.
I know.
So when I have a dream someone dies, I tell them. Did I tell you about the Uber?
No. Oh God.
How could I have forgotten to tell you this? I was in an Uber and I had deja vu and I went, I had a dream that this car crashed and I'm in the Uber and nothing happened because I was like, don't be crazy. I texted David, oh my God, the craziest thing is happening. I'm in an Uber that I had a dream crashes. And then I got out of the Uber and I said, hey, I just want to tell you, just drive really careful today. I didn't want to be like, I had a nightmare.
He crashed?
I don't know what happened to him.
Oh.
But I told him, be careful, because I was like, what else can I do?
Well, you could have like, listen, get in, ride shotgun. I'm driving the Uber now.
I guess.
Oh, then you definitely would have gotten no accident.
Well, that's the thing. What if I'm like, hey, I'm tapping you on the shoulder. I want you to know that you're gonna have an accident. And he goes, what? And then we get in an accident. But it's like
that's destiny.
Exactly. And it's like Back to the Future where we slam into a manure truck and I get covered in feces.
And Leah Thompson's your mom.
And then I gotta start.
Wait, your mom. Is he your mom?
No, the mom wants to him and he's grossed out.
Know.
And then she finally sneaks a kiss and she's like, it felt like I was kissing my brother. And then she doesn't like him anymore.
How does it feel like she's kissing her brother? What would that feel like?
Because she's related to him and doesn't know it. It's her son.
But she can't taste the relation.
But she's never kissed her brother. I think she just means it feels weird. I don't think she's saying, wow, you kissed just like my brother. I don't think she's saying that.
I think she is.
You want to talk nightmares? Mm-hmm. You're in bed at night and you get a ring alarm from a neighborhood friend, not a celebrity, a neighborhood watch.
Okay.
Maybe it's a celebrity. Hollywood.
Zendaya.
Yes, Zendaya says, hey, someone's been stealing packages again. The Ring camera, they actually should use the Ring camera to make horror movies because the footage of people's porches, package theft, whatever, or
We peeing on this porch.
no, if this is the Ring camera, imagine this. You get a notification someone's at your front thing, and you look, and it's prolonged clips of someone like this.
Oh, that's the Terrifier. My scariest nightmares are like being tortured. I get tortured a lot. But you don't feel pain, but that doesn't really register in the dream world, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to fly away. I was like, oh, this is a dream, I can fly, kinda. You know, it's like that running through toothpaste thing, as that happens all the time.
Yes, or sometimes I have dreams that I can fly, but it's basically like jumping.
Yes.
Where it's a lot of, it's a lot of effort.
Yes. And I'm always trying to evade the killer, and then I know he's gonna flay. He's gonna do something disgusting, like rip my skin off, pour bleach on it like the Terrifier, maimed in the middle of nowhere, no help. Oh God.
Maimed?
Maimed, injured, gravely.
Who injured you?
I fell.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so
127 hours. Mama, I don't have the endurance like that.
You had a nightmare experience on a plane with me.
Oh, right. It was so funny.
Oh shit, turbulence, right?
We were on the way to Canberra.
Canberra.
And we had to do an emergency landing, I think. The turbulence was so bad that the plane was like, it even scared me. And I can usually, major turbulence, I'm smiling.
You'll be like,
I'm fine.
ready to go, Jesus, here I come.
People are screaming, but it was really bad turbulence, and I was fine because I believe in God, and no, I don't. But I believed that I was gonna be fine.
Well, love will lift you up, like Madonna sang
Love
about.
lifts us up where we
Yeah.
belong.
Yeah.
And so this whore's in the back of the plane.
Screaming.
We're talking a plane drops. We're talking her. Ah!
Really?
The whole
Oh, yeah.
plane was screaming and crying.
Is that true?
She was
The
like
whole
crying.
plane.
Is she crying, really? Tears?
I don't know what they were doing in first class. We were laughing.
Having
We
gin
were-
and tonics,
we were
cocktails.
screaming.
Oh, that's my nightmare. The red carpet.
Red carpet stress you out.
Are you kidding me, bitch?
Did they really?
Does a bear in the woods?
What's gonna happen?
What couldn't go wrong?
But you always look great.
Not when it comes to Miss Getty and
Miss
her
Getty.
images.
Oh, Miss Getty, yeah.
You know why? Because they get you every time.
They get you.
They get the girl.
Every time I see Nat's Getty, I have a new image out there with Getty images that I don't like. And I'm
Yeah.
like, can you pass it up the flagpole?
Seriously, I appreciate the opportunity to be photographed. What I don't appreciate is being then put in a sandpaper catalog at Home Depot, because that's all you see is like the texture on my face.
Girl, the Barbie premiere, the red carpet was during the day.
I know, but you looked great though.
Well, luckily the sun was pointed at the red carpet.
Margot Robbie didn't even look perfect. I love this outfit. I think it slaps.
I think you did a good job on your makeup today too.
Thank you.
What do you guys think of her in like a rosy lip like this? I think it's
It's a
slutty.
welcome change. I think that's what the appeal is.
It's milfy.
Yeah, it is milfy. It's like my huge.
We look like we're
You could stick 3 in it, I wouldn't feel a thing.
we look like we're in Housewives interviews.
No,
I look
you
like Erica Jane, and you look like-
You look like Erica Jane via Carmen Sandiego on The Lamb.
Totally.
And then I'm like, yeah.
No, you're like the girl who's been on the series the longest, and so they can't get rid of you.
Yeah, I've got an alcohol problem. Do a little cocaine every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, whatever. My husband owns a jewelry store down in Santa Monica.
Were people doing coke in your bathroom?
So let's talk about your drug use.
You'll notice when we have shows in other cities too, I don't have a huge guest list because I hate having to babysit people.
That's true.
The show's in 5 minutes. Where do I go?
You know what? If I have a show in 2 hours, you think I'm gonna respond to a text message from you? Do you really think that's happening?
But it
I wouldn't
happens
respond
all
to
the
my
time.
dying mother. My mother's like, I am choking to death. You're my only hope. Mom, I have a show in 2 hours.
No, you said
like get a
LOL.
grip. Yeah, flop, whatever.
Yeah.